Right now at 11, murder charges in the death of Kada Scott. The man suspected of kidnapping her is now accused of killing her. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jacqueline London.
And I'm Fred Shropshire. While investigators have not yet revealed how she died, we are learning more about the conversations leading up to her death. It's been a long month for the Scott family. Scott was reported missing after she vanished 18 days ago during her overnight shift at a nursing home in Northeast Philadelphia. And then on October 14th, Keon King turned himself over to police. He was charged with kidnapping.
And the very next day, police searched near an abandoned school. There was no sign of Kada Scott in that area. A tip led police back to that same area 4 days later, and that's when Scott's body was found. Then King faced another round of charges. That brings us to this afternoon when police announced a third set of charges against King. He is facing about 20 charges in all, including murder, abuse of a corpse, arson, stalking, and robbery.
The investigation is far from over. Court documents give us a closer look at the last text messages leading up to her disappearance and death. NBC 10's Shaira Arias is live in Germantown, where the city hosted a safety meeting blocks away from where Scott's body was found. What did they say about the case, Shaira?
Fred, great question, because the first thing that Mayor Sherelle Parker said was that she was not going to get into the investigation or give details about the investigation of Kada Scott. But what we are able to see with these court documents was that last conversation, what Kada was saying to King that night that she disappeared.
Yes, sir. It's heartbreaking for what happened to Jada and her family.
Kathy Warsinger was one of the many people who lives in Germantown to show up to Wednesday night's community safety town hall meeting. The same community that continues to grapple with the trauma of recently losing one of their own, 23-year-old Kada Scott.
This was someone that we all, in some way or another, connected to.
On Wednesday, 21-year-old Keon King, who was recently charged with kidnapping Scott, was charged with murder and other offenses after officials ruled Scott's cause of death a homicide. Court documents obtained by our news partners at KYW detail critical cell phone evidence that places King's cell phone where Kada was last seen, as well where her body was found. According to the documents, on October 4th, the night Scott disappeared, as she was on her way to work in Chestnut Hill, she received a dozen calls from a number linked to King. Investigators say King texted Kada letting her know he had a new number. Kada asked who it was. King then replied, Kel, as the two made plans to meet up. That same night, Kada wrote, "Kidnap me again." King replied, "Better be up to." Officials say their last exchange was at 10:09 when Kada texted King to call her when he arrived. A co-worker of Scott told police they heard Scott upset that night. Police say Scott was last seen leaving her job in a 2008 Hyundai, the same vehicle police say was stolen and later intentionally set on fire on October 7th. Cell phone activity shows Scott and King arrived at the Auberry Rec Center's parking lot the night she disappeared. Sources tell NBC 10 they believe Scott was killed 20 to 30 minutes after she went missing. Police say surveillance video of the rec center captured two people arriving and exiting King's vehicle. But then, just hours later, two suspects are seen removing from the vehicle what they believe to be someone's body and placing it in the area where Scott's remains were found. Police say the investigation into Scott's murder is far from over.
Recovering Kada's body was not the outcome we had hoped for, but we are grateful that we were able to bring her home.
Commissioner Kevin Bethel vowing to hold everyone accountable in her murder responsible.
We continue to pursue anyone who helped, who concealed, who participated in this act. We will not stop.
And just want to let all the residents here in Germantown know that here at True Light Fellowship Church, starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., they are going to be offering resources for those residents who just simply want to talk to someone who need help navigating the tragedy that happened here in Germantown. In Germantown, Shaira Arias, NBC 10 News.